public health team has done in the past year in particular. It just coming in every day, and the contact tracing, and now through the vaccination process. And so we've really tried to call out all of that work that our public health team has done, the incredible work they've done in the past year. And I also just want to acknowledge that, in order to sustain the kind of response that we've had for a year now on this incredible pandemic that is truly a once-in-a-lifetime response effort, it really requires strong and steady leadership. And Jocelyn Warren has been at the forefront of that. And I just want to call out, she, when I started in 2014, we didn't have a public health manager. We had struggled to hire a public health manager. And we had to sort of do some reworking and go back out, and we did a really aggressive effort, and we were successful at hiring Jocelyn in January of 2015 from a research career in health management and policy at Oregon State's College of Public Health and Human Sciences. And she has just, over the past 6 years, done incredible work that I think oftentimes has gone overlooked. And so I wanted to that's my responsibility. I wanted to take a moment just to recognize that under her leadership, Lane County Public Health has achieved the goal of becoming a nationally accredited public health department. That is not a small feat. That took several years to do. It's really a remarkable accomplishment for her and for the public health team. And it's an acknowledgement of the high quality of the work coming out of our Lane County Public Health. That happened before COVID-19 and really set us up to give us the ability to have the type of response that we've had. Jocelyn was also selected by the National Kresge Foundation as an emerging leader in public health, which is an elite cohort of individuals selected from across the country. She is currently, and was voted by her peers, as the chair of the Oregon Council of Local Health Officials. And her tireless energy, and I have seen this, it doesn't oftentimes get recognized publicly, but many of us have seen the tireless energy and talent that she has brought in bringing her team together and maintaining the sort of, not only the technical expertise, but the leadership and the motivation and the support needed for all of the public health staff. The recognition that she has gained both internally in the organization and externally among our community partners. Her deep focus on equity and the impacts of the disparities throughout her decision making. She was early in COVID-19 to call out and identify the issues that COVID-19 was having on the disparities of health impacts on people of color. And she made very intentional efforts in directing resources to address those impacts with higher case rates, particularly in the Latinx community. We've done intentional things like outreach on testing, and now the work on looking at getting vaccinations out to those communities of color. She just has dove deep into the issues of homelessness during the early parts of the pandemic, forging a partnership with Occupy Medical to operate 100 River Avenue. So we do these things, like we act really quickly and say, let's go get 100 River Avenue. And then we have people like Jocelyn who step in and go, well, we actually have to operate that, right? And how are we going to go about doing that? And we don't have the staff to do it. So she really led that effort to build that partnership with Occupy Medical and make sure that that facility, which has been critical in isolating and quarantining unhoused individuals who don't need to be hospitalized, but who've been exposed to or tested positive for COVID, to limit the further spread. So I could go on and on and on, but I just wanted to take that moment to recognize her, because I've realized that now, nearly a year into COVID-19, she has just led this effort and sort of quietly behind the scenes for many folks, not been called out at the same time that we are calling out the incredible work of the folks at the line level and at different parts of our organization. So I just want to give a shout out to Jocelyn and a big time thank you for the incredible work that she and her team have done and the leadership that she has brought to that. So thank you for those, I guess, points of privilege, and I'm done unless you have other questions for me.